Satyamev Jayate. So in this video, we are going to discuss what was India called during the prehistoric times, right? So this is India in the prehistoric time, not just India, pretty much the whole of Africa, Central Asia, Asia, and parts of Europe. This is the prehistory, around 5 lakh years ago. So the question is, what was India known during this time? Right? Now, before we go into what was India known during this time, that question, let's, look few things about this prehistoric time. As you can see, you have the species of Homo erectus in front of you. Now, this particular species is an ancestor or pretty much a close relative of our species. Our species is known as Homo sapiens. Okay, so these are the Homo erectus is pretty much a very close relative to our own species, that is Homo sapien, technically our ancestor. 5 lakh years ago, this species was, found in Africa, right? Now, what was this species doing in Africa? Well, it can be safely said they were hunters and gatherers, right? Now, 2 lakh years ago, this species spread to the parts of India, Central Asia, parts of Arabia and all. So the question is, do we have any scientific evidence, any archaeological evidence about the existence of this particular species 2 lakh years ago in parts of India? Yes, we do have. So as it happens, a fragment of this particular species was found near the Narmada Valley. Okay, a fragment of the skull of this particular species was found near the Narmada Valley, and it was found by this gentleman called as Arun Sonakia. He was a geologist. Okay, so why bother explaining all these things? Well, the answer is very simple. The idea is that this species was present in India 2 lakh years ago. So obviously, your assumption is, what was India called by this species during this time, the prehistoric time? Now, there is one important thing you should know, that in the prehistoric times, there was no system of writing, right? History by default is divided into 3 parts: prehistory, protohistory, as well as history. We are dealing with the prehistoric times. In the prehistoric times, there is no system of writing. We were evolving and living in caves and hunting and gathering food. There was no system of writing developed. So even if there was a name for India by these species, we can't possibly know because there was no system of writing. Right? Awesome.